Alright, today we have a 2012 Toyota Prius C. Not just any Prius C, it's my Prius C. And it's a little rough, as you can tell. Paint chips, little rust spots, larger rust spot. I don't know what the hell happened here. Somebody bondoed this up slightly. Must have gotten dented here. Oh boy. No light in the back because it's the base crap model. I have the cover off for the moment for this. And then you can see this rocker pan. That's a garbage can. Out of the way. This rocker panel is taking a couple hits. This doesn't look the prettiest. Front bumper's damaged a little bit. But yeah, anyway, it's Prius C 2012. That looks beautiful. But check this out. Start it here. Look at the mileage on this thing. Oh! Turn the climate control off. 376,878. The screen actually has some spots that are a little tired. Yeah, almost 400,000 miles. The rest of the interior is actually like pretty alright. Driver's seat's got some wear, of course. The steering wheel. But oh, it's really not in that bad a shape. The engine is quiet. The AC works, the heat works. I don't want to run it long with the door being shut. I'm going to shut it down. The worst part about this car, from what I can tell so far, is that it wasn't a front-end collision at one point. It makes sense, being that it belonged to a company who used it to do company stuff. Get in there. Alright, go in the higher one. Ugh. Whatever, it's in there. You see here, this is not in the best of shape. And that is because of cheap Chinese aftermarket structure components. So if you look at the hood, all around the edge, it's just rusty, crappy. And I mean, around the entire edge. Like, there's the back edge of the hood. I've never seen that rust on an OEM hood on any car. Always on the front, sure, but not on the back. There's a sticker here. It's been painted over partially. We'll have to try to clean that off and see what it says. So part of the issue with that is I put these zip ties on here because I noticed this was not sitting right. The bottom support for the radiator is gone. It rusted off and it's gone. So it's just kind of floating there. Excuse me. So the plan is to get it, unfortunately, just another shitty Chinese aftermarket piece for it, and I'll fix it. Or I'll just get a piece of steel and drill some holes and bolt it to the remaining structure. The top parts here and the side parts are still kind of there, just to make it work. The point of this car is to be as cheap with it as possible. It didn't cost very much, of course, because, you know, it's got a lot of miles on it. But just to try to keep it functional, and I'm going to use this for crap taxi work in well, around here, and then also in more towards Chicago. I hate going back doing it again, but you know, times are tough, money, etc. So we got to make sure this thing is good to go, which it drives fantastic. The AC is ice cold. It runs well. We just got to make sure we get that radiator supported more so it doesn't break than anything else, and just try to clean up some of the spots that don't look as good as they do. Nothing crazy. I mean, we got some materials here. Got some Krylon Rust Tough protective primer and some super white 2 Toyota perfect match paint, and we're going to use those on the spots that need spots repaired, like probably this if I can. This I gotta go find the tape wherever it is out here. It's somewhere. More importantly, like the rockers on both sides where they need it, and then that back spot on this door. So let's get. Now I know this is gonna get a lot of hate and comments, and oh, so and so does body work, and you're doing it wrong, and I do not care. It was a $1,700 Toyota Prius, and it has almost 400,000 miles on it. I literally do not care if it's not right, but it's going to be good enough for it to get the living shit beat out of it as a taxi cab. So I have my spinning wheel of death on my drill. We're going to scuff this up a little bit so that way it's not just rusty looking garbage, and then we'll tape off the part of the car here and prime it and then paint it. So I'm going to do this off camera because wow, that tape sucks. It kept splitting and breaking. Oh well. Shake up your can. Oh boy. No. Alright. Wow, that is extremely runny and terrible. What the fuck? This is shit. Oh, that sucks. I'll let that dry for a bit and then see what the hell's going on. What the fuck? Okay, that's been primered. Been primered down here. That's a nasty rust spot, unfortunately. I can't do nothing about that right now. Primered. That rocker's been primered. Side here's been primered. And this really bad section of the front's been primered. You can see it's rusting through though. Hood's junk. So now we'll get the paint out and paint everything, and then good enough for this side of the car. Remember, I don't do body work at all. At all. So there the front's painted. By the door. Lower rocker, it's not brown anymore. Spot there, protected. Spot there, protected. In here is white. Down here is nasty looking, but oh well. And then I got lazy over here and just sprayed the white. But notice it's white and not brown. So you know what that is? That's what we call good fucking enough. So I'll have to pull the tape off once it dries a little more, and then we'll do some mechanical repair, and it'll be ready. It'll be ready for some good taxi action. Yeah, the match isn't the greatest. Oh well, you know how that goes. That's the worst looking part, I think. That did not come out well. But like I said, I don't do body work, and this is going to prevent it from rusting worse. Oddly enough though, like the rocker panel looks good. This looks terrible still, but not the worst. This rocker, I just sprayed it and went. This side actually looks pretty alright. So, parts I took my time on didn't come out so good. But I just spritzed it and said, fuck it. It came out alright. Go figure. Oh well. There's the hybrid battery on a Prius C. It throws an error code sometimes, so it's getting replaced with a much lower mileage unit. So we're going to pull that out. You gotta take the seat frame out, seat out. There it is. Turn this off and it won't start again. Alright. So if someone ever pisses you off that has a Prius thing, just do that. Now their car won't work anymore. Not without this. It's the safety interlock. Also, another thing you got to watch for is over there's a fan. Sucks air through the battery, then it exits out the car over here. Make sure that's clean. Otherwise the battery can overheat, and that's bad. Well, there you have it. Removed. Not fun. It's heavy. There it is. Yeah. God, it looks like someone got fucking massacred here. This is terrible. Look at all the red blood all over the ground from the cooling system. Oh, it's sad.
Booty butt cheeks.
What?
It's a song.
Oh, that's copyright. Zzz.
Man, do I hate flux wire welders.
Yes, I agree. Well, that was awful. I still have to attach all the things at the bottom for the shields, but it lines up the same as it did, if not slightly better. So, I mean, job well done. Job well done. I still need to attach these bars. Both screws broke off somehow, but otherwise, yeah, gotta fill coolant and all that jazz, but it's done. Vacuum testing. Gotta run vacuum for a bit. Close the valves and make sure it doesn't all leak out immediately. If it doesn't, it should be okay. These bolts snapped. Self-tappers for the wind. She's secure. The only thing that didn't line up, it might be because this is bent, was this thing. I could bend this to make it work. I just don't care enough to do it. The bumper actually lines up better than it did before. So the car is actually now in better mend. So this is it for tonight. I am absolutely trashed. And then tomorrow we'll put the bottom shields all back on together, fill the inverter and radiator all the way, bleed those systems, and then put it back into service. This will be ready to work again tomorrow. I hope. I hope. Filled and bled. Almost done bleeding. AC's recharged. Not that it matters when it's this cold out, but it's really cold. Sticky tape for backup camera failed, of course. Got the maintenance mode, but yeah, almost done. Base model seat, top model seat. Ooh, yeah, I'll enjoy that. This thing, it's worn out here, very worn here, and definitely worn here. You can feel the metal bar. This one is good. It's good. Feels pretty darn good. And good here too. Alright. Plus this one's heated. Now the car's not wired for it. I have to add that. That's why I have this pigtail here. My car has just 2 wires. This one has 4. So I have to run power to this with a relay and a switch, which I'm not going to do today. But I will do soon because heated seat is amazing. So let's get this in the car. And fuck you, base seat. You hurt me.